Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, nationwide, worldwide. Welcome pong muli sa Monday edition ng Pilipinas Ngayon na sa ating pong segment ng arts and music and culture. And so, nais po muna nating batiin lahat na nagsa-celebrate ng kanilang mga birthdays today. But we'd like also greet belated happy birthday to Rian Javier Sanchez. She's the dearest daughter of our managing editor ng Pilipinas Ngayon na International Magazine, si Evelyn Javier. Rian, may you have many more birthdays to come. Also, we'd like to greet a very happy 18th year anniversary of Life Formula Synergy Inc. Sila po ang ating major sponsor in our program. Mamaya-maya lang po, isa-isahin silang batiyan ni Lady Eliza. And last but not the least, we also would like to greet a very belated happy wedding anniversary to my cousin, Milo Rivera Bondok, the mommy of Juanmig Bondok. And of course, our ninong, Nitoy Bondok, her hubby. And now I'd like to turn you over to the only one Miss Universe ng buhay ko, Lady Eliza. Take it away.
Thank you very much, my Tech Robert. Mga ka-IZ at mga ka-PNN, isang umulan na pagpapalang hapon po at buhay. Ang aking pagbati at dalangin sa inyong lahat, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, saan man kayo naroroon, mula Apahi hanggang Solo. Mayapag at Panapon sa Kapampangan, Masantos yung Aram sa Pangasinan, Naimbag na Malam sa Ilocano, Marhay na Udto sa Bicolano, Mayong Hapon sa Kabisayaan, Chamagkuyab in the Batanes Islands, Buenas tardes sa Bacano at Salam Alaikum sa mga kababayan at kapatid nating Muslim. Peace be upon you. And because Pilipinas Ngayon na can be seen and heard worldwide, please let us greet you hello at random languages. Ni hao, ciao, konnichiwa, annyeonghaseyo, xin chào, Saudi, aloha abakaya, Allah, merhaba, guten tag, Bunsa. Zdravstvuyte. Yusek, excited ako today kasi ang guest natin ay beautiful and young entrepreneur. This is owner of Manila Cushions. And interior designer din siya. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome ang Pilipinas Ngayon na Miss Maita Nonato. Hello, Miss Maita!
Hi! Good afternoon po. Good afternoon, Yusek. Good afternoon, Miss Eliza. And good afternoon po sa lahat ng nanonood and nakikinig sa atin ngayon.
Yes, thank you. Pinagbigyan mo kami, ha? Miss Maita, please tell us about your... Yeah, please tell us about your business. I think nabuo mo to ngayong pandemic, na-put up mo to. And what motivated you to put up this kind of business?
Our business is pretty random when I put it up. So I've been working as a freelance designer po for the past 5 years. And business has always been something that I wanted to do for the longest time. I never knew what I wanted to do then. And then when pandemic started, parang mas may nag-push sa akin kasi parang alam mo yun, walang trabaho yung mga workers. Tapos ako, I had to sell alcohol, I had to sell face mask, I had to sell whatever just to survive during pandemic, 'di ba? So I was also working in an interior construction firm that time, and when the year ended, parang may kulang. So one of my friends messaged me end of December 2020, and sabi niya sa akin, Maita, meron ka bang kilala na pwedeng gumawa mag-repair ng chair? Sabi ko, meron akong ginagamit na upholstery for the longest time. For the past 5 years, meron na. Pero hindi ko pa siya nagagamit for repairs. So sabi ko sa worker ko, kaya mo ba to? And then sabi niya, oh, kaya ko ma'am, ganyan, try natin. And then, when he tried it, nagawa niya, and then, dinala ko na sa friend ko. And then, pagkadala sa friend ko, they were all amazed. Sabi ng mga tita niya, ang ganda, ang ganda. And then, my friend said, you should start this as a business. So, that's where Manila Cushions was born. And then, we boosted. Siguro in 2 days, nag-isip ako ng name. Tapos, binoost ko na siya sa social media. Sabi ko, ito na yata yung calling for my business. And then, nalaman ko from my mom that my late grandfather pala, was an upholsterer. So, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. Para bang, he's my angel. So, I felt like it was meant to be Manila Cushions in an upholstery shop. So, yeah.
Yes,
Yun po.
I'm very interested about restoration because before nag-restore ako ng car. Now, what you're doing, you're making and turning trash into treasure. Especially nung sinabi
Yes,
mo yung mga chairs that needed repairs. So, how do you go about it now? Because we're inside mostly at the time in the house. And people work from home, nakikita na nila ngayon mas maraming oras, alin yung mga dapat nilang i-improve sa bahay, yung mga sofa, yung mga lounging chair and all. So would you say that with this restoration that you are doing, you are also helping create jobs? Go ahead, please.
Yes po. Actually, that was my passion. I wasn't able to mention that I really started Manila Cushions because I wanted to give jobs to people. I've been passionate with helping people, especially during pandemic. So, restoration specifically because for the past years, most of my clients in interior design didn't want to throw their furniture away. So, what happened was I always restored their furniture. And then now, I realized that Filipinos are very, very sentimental. And most of the furniture they use were pamana pa ng mga lolo-lolo nila.
Yeah,
I had a client like 2 weeks ago. Yung ottoman niya was 40 years old na. Tapos yung trivia lang that the sofas pala before was made out of coconut husk. You know, I just found out about it a few weeks ago that they were made out of coconut husk pala, hindi pala mga foam. So I was so amazed when it came here that we used pala coconut husk during the olden times. We didn't use foam. So yeah, that's something that I realized. And basically, I really want to give jobs to, especially now for OFWs, because most of my workers right now, Jomar, my worker, and Atayling, they were all OFWs that came home and didn't have jobs. So, yun. Kaya ngayon, sila yung tinutulungan ko, also their families. Yes.
Yes, and you can inspire them also that even if they're back home, they have something else to do. Now, you mentioned about Filipinos being very sentimental. That's very true. That's why many of us do not want to throw away some of our most valuable things. We'd rather restore them like new than throw it away or sell. So would you say that tamang-tama, the business you are in now, because it's going to be something like tinutulungan mo na yung mga kababayan natin magkaroon ng trabaho. At the same time,
yes po.
nare-restore mo yung mga valuable things na close to the heart of our people and turning them to like new again. Is that correct?
Yes po, correct po. That's why our vision in Manila Cushion is to restore the Filipino core values through restoring furniture. So my mission is to provide really a healthy and happy work environment for my workers and to provide great solutions for our clients. So yun po talaga yung passion ko, is to help other people through my business. Kahit nga yung clients ko, todo-todo na yung tawad. Sige na nga. Pero, ayun, we try to, as much as possible, find ways to make it better and affordable for them.
Yes,
So,
you
yun po.
mentioned about yung client, todo-todong tawad. Pilipino, mahilig talaga yan. Kasi,
Yes
sanay
po.
tayo sa sale, o kaya kung hindi sa sale, 50% off, 75% off. So,
Yes po.
price, katakot-takot na tawaran.
Yes po, sanay na po tayo dyan. At nagiging marriage counselor rin po ako pagkausap ko yung mga couple sa phone.
So, ayan, narinig natin kung gaano ka generous sa mga kliyente si Ms. Maita Nonato, ha, na pag tumatawag, pinabibigay niya talaga. Going back tayo dun sa na-discover mo yung luma na furniture made of coconut husk pa before. Yung
Yes.
material mo ba ngayon na ginagamit is eco-friendly, or what kind of materials are you using for reupholstering?
So, mainly we're using Uratex. That's the request of most of my clients. Blue foam Uratex. Pero if they want it firmer, there are options for that. Or if they want it cheaper, there are also options to make it way cheaper. I think that I still go for quality, even though, gusto nila cheaper. Pinupush ko pa rin yung quality kasi sayang naman yung long term. I see most of the reupholstery na ginagawa namin. I think most of the clients, nalulugi sila from the previous upholstery. Parang 1 year pa lang, last pag na yung furniture. So what happened was, nadadaya. What I do most of the time, I take photos. I request my workers to take photos before they wrap it around, because I don't think most of the clients know na tinipid yung furniture na pinagawa nila. So, yun yung ginagawa ko kasi ayokong tinitipid yung mga kliyente ko. Kasi ako rin, parang alam mo yun, yung daya. Ayoko kasi na dinadaya ako. Parang I felt like I'm lying also to my clients. So, as much as possible, that's what I want to do for Manila Cushions. And kahit yung mga workers ko, sinasabi ko, multipid yung client. Kailangan, tayo, very generous also, kasi that's why they trusted this furniture to us, because they want to have the improvement in the furniture. So, yun.
Oh, wow. That's good to know, ha? Very transparent ka, ha? Kinukuhanan mo ng litrato.
Opo, very,
and then you send
very transparent.
Yung mga ginamit mo. Wow. Ngayon, may nagtatanong dito. Now that it's pandemic daw, what are the biggest challenges that you face as a business owner?
I think the biggest challenge will probably be the lockdown. Whenever there's ECQ and MECQ, we're scared to deliver, and also the clients scared to accept deliveries. So what happens? Natatambak po yung mga gamit dito. Kasi hindi niyo po na alam. We just do our upholstery here in our garage because we want to cut down costs since we're just new. We're nearly new. So most of the upholstery we just do it in our house garage. And so far, so good naman. Nakaka-follow through even our neighbors, ganyan. Okay naman sila with the upholstery po.
Okay. Before we go on, I'd like to make mention and greet the producers of the movie Gangster Lolo. Did you know that your dad produced that and your mom? So, hello to Randy
Yes,
and Mrs. Renato Malu. Belated happy birthday, Miss Malu. And
Yes po. Happy birthday rin po sa tita ko. Birthday niya ngayon.
okay.
Ni Mami Abeng.
Meron lang nagpapa-shout out, Samantha de la Serna, watching you. And also, happy birthday to Jam Tarayo of our SOC Med, Jan's newsroom. And belated happy birthday also to the former MMDA and Mandaluyong Mayor Benjamin Abalos Sr. Tito Ben, may you have many more birthdays to come.
Miss Maita,
So,
sino daw naging
yes po.
inspiration mo? Sino daw naging inspiration mo sa pag-put up ng business na ito? Have you always wanted this kind of business, yung upholstery and interior design? O merong taong nag-inspire sa'yo?
Wala po, wala. Actually, it's really a trial and error for the past years. I've been wanting a business, and honestly, I've been praying for it. I think that God guided me throughout this journey, and it has been a roller coaster ride with trial and error in my life, basically. And Manila, I've been wanting to make pillows talaga. Sabi ko sa mom ko, years ago, sabi ko, ma, parang gusto ko magbenta ng pillows. Sabi mama, bakit unan? Pwede naman bumili ng unan. So parang ako, okay, sige fine, hindi na lang. And then years later, parang ginagawa ko na pala siya because I had an upholstery. I didn't realize that I was earning money through the upholstery sa mga clients ko lang. And then within my circle of friends, interior design, architects, and contractors, I was already earning money. And then, sabi ko, why don't I spread it out through my to clients, like in social media? That's why my architect friend who recommended nga na I should start restoring furniture, yun na, doon na ako nag-start na, okay, this was a good business. And then nag-isip na ako ng name. I just didn't really know that it was gonna boom early January. Nagulat rin ako. So it was surprising also for me because most of my friends said na, kasi pare-pareho kaming designers eh. Wala pang gumagawa ng upholstery. Parang mostly custom furniture. So wala pang nagre-restore. So that's why I focused on restoration.
Yeah.
So in my circle of friends. Yes.
I think your creativity stems from the bright minds of your dad and your mom. Malu and Randy.
Yes.
Very creative sila. Very soon, when they produce movies again, ikaw na siguro gagawa ng movie set. Yan.
Ako po, actually yan po yung isang gusto ko rin gawin, production design.
I was able to read your mind, set design. And then,
it's a lot. It's just a lot.
Yes. Some of those who are texting me on my other phone is asking, where is your shop located and how can they get in touch with you? Do you have Facebook page or YouTube? Or where can they
yes, we do.
see the samples of the work you've done? Go ahead, please tell them.
Okay. So hi to everyone who are watching and listening. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So it's at Manila Cushions. So just search Manila Cushions and you can message our Facebook page. I personally am the one who replies to the Manila Cushions page and also the website. So it's www.manilacushions.com. So as you enter our website, you can also, it goes straight to the Manila Cushions email. So you can see our services there. So that's the way you can contact us.
Okay.
Mostly online. So you can send also photos of your furniture.
Okay. Do you also have some brochures or anything? You're posting them on your Facebook page?
Yes. Everything is online. We're all digital, paperless so far. So we're doing it the millennial and Gen Z way.
Wow. Kasi hindi ako techie eh. Kailangan binabasa ko yung brochure. So if it is online now, I will have to get the assistance of my son, 16-year-old Jeremiah.
Yes.
But Lady Eliza, she's more or less partly techie too. So we can go to your site. And
you can check our website.
We have a couple of architects that would be initially becoming interested of what you are offering. Ayan, nagte-text sa amin. Pati yung contractor, number one contractor ng La Marea, si John Ocampo and White Pia. They're listening to us now. Okay.
Wow, so nice naman. Hello po.
Yes,
Yes
yung
po.
mga fans mo dito sa live stream nag-request pa shout out naman daw kay Miss Bea Angela Lozada. Okay, hello.
Hi, Bea. Hi, Sam. Hi sa mga friends ko.
Mary Lou Onishi. Yes, at hello sa mga
Hi,
taga
Ate.
Marcelo.
Hi, Ate Lou. Ate Luz, Kuya.
Yes. Also, happy
Hi sa mga friends. O, sige, mag-hi na rin ako sa mga friends ko nanonood. Sa US, sa Japan.
Sa US. Oh, okay. Worldwide nga tayo. Tama-tama, worldwide tayo.
Worldwide. I posted that I was gonna be here. So most of my friends in the US and here and in Japan are watching.
Oh, that's good to know. Hello, everyone. And also happy listening. And hello to Cosmetic Asia Corporation, maker of our sponsor natin ng Silka Papaya. Happy 20th year anniversary sa Silka Papaya. Walang duda, alagang Silka. Hi to Miss Joey Ragel, Miss Eunice Delen, and Miss Jane Ko. And also, happy anniversary to Life Formula Synergy Inc., led by Miss Juvie Bautista de Ungria. Hello, and Sir Erwin de Ungria, Engineer Dave Bautista. Happy 18th year po sa Life Formula Synergy, maker of Ozonizer 2C, ang aming loyal sponsor din.
Miss Maita, pag nagkukwentuhan pa ng ganito, ang bilis-bilis ng oras. We're almost nailing the first part of our program. So can you please once again invite all our listeners and viewers and give us your message of hope, because even in this time of pandemic, sabi mo nga, nagbo-boom yung newfound business mo. Go ahead, please.
Yes po. So my business is an online upholstery shop which mainly focuses on reupholstery and restoration. We do sofas, lazy boy recliners. We're an expert on that. Dining chairs, office dividers, wall panel, bed frames, etc. We do also custom furniture and deep cleaning of furniture. And you can find us in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Manila Cushions, and in our website, www.manilacushions.com. So, what is my message to the world? Well, my message is never to give up, even if things are tough and hard. Keep trying anything and something that works out for you. And please believe that God doesn't give you anything you can handle. Wag po kayo mawawala ng pag-asa. And no one's really gonna help you but yourself. And when people see that you're helping yourself and you are passionate about what you do, that's when they help you and that's when they support you. And I think I'm here today because most of my friends are also helping me and boosting me, and my family and friends are boosting me. That's why I'm here. And also, thank you so much for inviting me today.
All right. Very, very well said. On that note, we would like to thank Ms. Maita Nonato for joining us today. Mabuhay kayo.
Mabuhay din po kayo. Thank you so much, Yusek. Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Eliza po.
Yes. Huwag po kayong alis. Magbabalik po ang Pilipinas ngayon na pagkaraan lang po ng ilang mahalagang paalala. The time for your convenience is now 1:30. We'll be right back.
Pilipinas Ngayon na.
Sunshine and Angelina Cruz for Silka, the #1 beauty soap in the Philippines.
Minsan, iniisip ko kung ready ka na ba sa mundo.
Ma, break na kami.
Pero kahit di sigurado, di ako duda sa alaga ko.
I'll be okay. I just need a nice bath.
That's my girl. Here's your Silka.
Lagot ka na, siguradong huli ka.
You've never looked more beautiful.
Promise?
Walang duda. Walang duda. Alagang Silka.
Sunshine and Angelina Cruz for Silka, the #1 beauty soap in the Philippines.
Patuloy na naglilingkod sa bayan. Mas todong pagbabalita. Mas todong pagseserbisyo publiko. Ito ang DWIZ 882. Mas todong lakas. Mas pinakihinggan ng buong bansa. DWIZ 882. Sa komentaryo, numero 1, Karambola. Sa pool, si Jarius Bondo. Teka, alas 4:30 na. At laban para sa karapatan. DWIZ Balita ngayon.
Assets ni Michael Young at family officials dapat daw ma-freeze. Detalye ng ulat mula kay Patrol 19, Celia Ortega Bueno.
Makaraang mabulgar sa pagdinig ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee ang mga mamahaling sasakyan na nabili ng mga executives ng kumpanyang Pharmally tulad ng Lamborghini, Porsche at Lexus. Sinabi ni Senator Leila de Lima na dapat ma-freeze ang assets ng mga opisyal ng Pharmally, gayon din ang asset ni dating Presidential Economic Advisor Michael Yang at ni dating Budget Undersecretary Lloyd Christopher Lau. Ayon kay de Lima, malamang nakabili sila ng mamahaling sasakyan makaraang masingil ang 8.7 billion pesos na binili ng procurement service ng Department of Budget and Management na hinihinalang overpriced na medical supplies. Malinaw anya na nagmula ang pinambili na naturang mga mamahaling sasakyan sa bahagi ng pondo sa ilalim ng Bayanihan 2 na pantugon sa COVID-19 pandemic. Kumbinsido ang senadora na si Michael Yang lang at ang kanyang koneksyon kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang dahilan kung bakit na corner ng Pharmally ang umaabot sa halos 12 bilyong pisong kontrata sa gobyerno. Ito sa Patrol 19, Sally Ortega Bueno, naglisinti na metodong nakal sa DWIZ.
Bishop Gerardo Alminaza ng San Carlos sa Negros Occidental nagpositibo sa COVID-19. Detalye ng ulat mula kay Patrol 5, Aya Yupanco.
Positibo sa coronavirus disease ang obispo ng Diocese ng San Carlos sa Negros Occidental. Sa pahayag ni Chancellor Reverend Father Marjun Almario, sa ikalawang pagkakataon ay muling tinamaan ng COVID-19 si Bishop Gerardo Alminaza, kung saan na itong na-infect noong Hunyo. Ang obispo ay asymptomatic at kasalukuyan ng naka-isolate. Hinikayat naman ng pare ang mga nakasalamuhan ng obispo na obserbahan ang kanilang sarili at mag-home quarantine at makipag-ugnayan sa mga health authorities para sa tamang health protocols. Kamakailan ay inanunsyo ng Chancery ng Archdiocese of Manila na nagpositibo sa COVID-19 si Archbishop Jose Cardinal Advincula na nakaranas naman ng bahagyang lagnat. It is Patrol number 5 ay yung pangkunagulat sa Pilipinas Lakas, DWIZ.
Dagang impormasyon at mas marami pang mga balita, bisitahin kami sa aming website DWIZ882am.com at sundan ang aming Twitter account at Facebook page DWIZ882. Ako po si Jenny Valencia Burgos.
DWIZ Balita ngayon!
Narito na ang Filipino Mirror, ang unang tabloid sa negosyo. Nagtatampok ng mga eksklusibong balita at impormasyon ng pagtatagumpay sa negosyo. Ang tabloid na nagbibigay ng gabay at inspirasyon sa pag-unlad at pag-asenso. Filipino Mirror, naglalaman ng mga nagbabagang balita, napapanahong issue, may init na opinyon at komentaryo. Filipino Mirror, ang unang tabloid sa negosyo. Pinarangalan ng Gawat ang Lao bilang natatanging pahayagan sa 3 magkakasunod na taon at marami pang pagkilala. Kaya bumili na at magbasa ng Filipino Mirror ng umasenso sa pagnenegosyo.
Visit Isuzu Gencars Makati, Isuzu Santa Rosa, Isuzu Batangas Santo Tomas, Isuzu Batangas City, Isuzu San Pablo, Isuzu Legazpi, and Naga.
Uy, alam mo ba? Walang duda, panalo ka sa Silka 20th year anniversary promo. Halos 5 million pesos worth of prizes ang ipamimigay. Araw-araw may chance manalo. May smartphones, laptops, cellphone load, vouchers, 50,000 pesos at 1 million pesos in cash grand draw. Pili lang ng specially marked Silka Orange or Queen Papaya soaps. I-text or message ang promo code sa Silka Facebook Messenger. Walang duda, panalo ka sa Silka. Sali na! Visit Silka's Facebook for more details. Promo runs from August 7 to March 31, 2022. Per DOH FDA CCH SRR permit number 0367 series of 2021.
Sali na for a chance to win 1 million pesos. Visit Silka's Facebook for more details. Promo runs from August 7 to March 31, 2022. Per DOH FDA CCH SRR permit number 0367 series 2021.
DWIZ! Ang Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Ozonizer 2C, Air and Water Purifier, and Food Sanitizer. Distributed by Life Formula Synergy Inc. with telephone number 0928-201-6141 and 0917-377-6768. Ozonizer 2C, ang mabisang panlaban sa COVID. Now open for distributorship. Pilipinas! Ngayon na!
Welcome back to Pilipinas Ngayon na! At sa oras pong ito, pahintulutan nyo naman po kaming handugan kayo ng dessert for the soul na hindi nakakataas ng blood sugar, hindi nakakadiabetes, no carbs, no calories. At matatagpuan ito sa mga taga-aseso sa East 11. At sinabi dito, gamitin ninyo ang lahat ng kagamitan at sandatang pagdigma sa nakaloob ng Diyos upang mapaglabanan ninyo ang mga pakana ng Diablo. In English, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Belated blessed happy birthday to Miss Michelle Martinez Bernardo of Life Formula Synergy Inc. Again, happy listening to Mr. Jan Ocampo and wife Pia. Now for our next special guest, Yusek Robert will do the introduction.
Yes, thank you, Lady Eliza. Before that, let me remind everyone that it's only 96 days before Christmas. And Filipinos, we start our Christmas celebration or events. Pag pumasok na po ang Bear Months, and we're already on the second week of September. So, we'd like, at this point, you remember last week, ang guest natin is a recording star. Now, we would like to introduce to you, although he doesn't need any further introduction, yung mga behind the scenes who makes recording star a real star on music. He's a retired broadcaster whose work as a radio and TV host and DJ, station manager and assistant vice president for big networks and top rated radio stations. In fact, is the number one DJ of the number one pop station during our time in the mid-70s up to the early or late 80s. Pilipinas Ngayon na would like to welcome the one and only Willie S. Inong, a.k.a. Hillbilly Willie. Welcome to the program.
Hello there. Hi, Robert, Yusek. Hi, good afternoon. And Lady Eliza. And good afternoon to all of your listeners and viewers. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. It's good to be here.
Yeah, yan ang boses na inaabatan at inaabangan ng mga kolehiyala before na ngayon graduate na. All right.
Mga lola na, patrona na.
Dito, meron na mention sa akin that you're the world's only living brain donor. Isn't this true? Ikaw ba ang nag-donate ng brain mo sa pagkarami-raming
that's why.
Na sumikat? Okay, go ahead.
Hindi, ibig sabihin lang actually it was just a marketing tool. It's parang palusot ko lang yun para pagka nagkamali ako sabihin naman total brainless naman yan brainless naman yan kaya kasi lahat naman nag-donate ng brain patay ako lang yung buhay.
all right, okay. Alam po ninyo mga ka-IZ at ka-PNN, nice po nating ibalik tanaw ang ating po mga days of the radio when radio was top bago nagdating ang mga SOCMED and other ITs. At I remember during one of the interview with you of no less than Congressman Ted Filon, he mentioned na ikaw ang nagbigay ng kanyang opening tape para sa programa niya when he came over to Manila as a provincial broadcaster. Pwede bang kwento mo sandali yun? Kasi nakalimutan mo na yata yun, pero siya hindi niya malimut-limutan. Go ahead, please.
Actually, I've been a teacher by heart kasi natuto rin ako sa radyo eh. Wala naman nagturo sa akin. In fact, I became a DJ when I was studying to be a doctor. Pre-med, may course pang pre-med sa UP noon eh. Kaya lang nahilig ako sa radyo. But even long before that, I listened to the radio a lot by myself. And growing up, I grew up with music and radio stations. I was always mesmerized by radio stations. Sila Sonia Baza, sila Rafi Mejia. Marami sila, Eddie Mercado, were DJs back then. And then, nahilig ako makinig sa mga pop stations until such time na nag-apply ako maging DJ. And then, over time, I got better at it, and I got involved with WBL and the Mellow Touch, WLL. Tapos nalipat ako sa DWKC. It was the largest radio network at the time with about 50 radio stations nationwide. And then part of my job as a training manager, a vice president, saka station manager, nagtitrain ako ng mga DJs. But then during those times, I was also invited for seminars in some universities and colleges as a resource person. And I would accept visitors sa aking radio program while I go on board. And siyempre marami bumibisita. Some of them were students, some of them were DJs. And I also trained the DJs of our provincial radio stations. Fortunately, one of them was si Ted Filon, and I forgot all about it. Yung pala, yung kinikwento niya, siya na nagkukwento sa akin. I asked him to sit beside me, and then I showed him what our booth was like. Kasi sinabi niya sa akin, he was a struggling DJ noon in Tacloban. And lumipat siya pumunta sa Philcomsen building where DWKC was located. At pinapasok ko siya sa loob ng booth. He was a very unassuming man. He was very simple. He was humble, and he was simple enough to tell me, "I'd like to know how you're doing things." Kasi nabalitaan niya ako, ang ganon, sa probinsya. Pagkatapos, I was very proud to, like everybody else, to show him around. Because at that time, our booth was the top of the line in the industry. Kami kasi nag-design nun. And our booth was like on a concert stage na nakaharap ka, yung mga tao nandoon, yung mga upuan nandyan, tapos yung booth nasa at the opposite end of the room. Tapos sa likuran namin was Meralco Building and the skyline of Antipolo. So it was a perfect scene. So pinapasok ko siya sa loob ng booth, tapos sa tabi ko, and I showed him how I did things. Marami siyang tinatanong tungkol sa pag-DJ, pagpasok ng mga kanta, tapos anong klase yung mga equipment namin. And then, of course, I offered to give him a stinger, a jock stinger, a jock shout, tapos stingers for the radio station. And I had a sampler there, a small sampler where I could make different kinds of sound effects in front of me, inside on top of the console. At ginamitan ko lang ng cassette, and I produced some station stingers and promo IDs and jock shouts for him. And then after that, we said goodbye, and then I forgot all about it. Until that time na, many years later, when I found out that na hindi ko alam na siya yun, pero na-admire ko ng Ted Filon kasi nabasa ko sa mga magazines, sa mga newspapers, sa mga tabloids, tapos yung kwento niya, how he came out to Manila, and how he started with ABS-CBN, and how he started from way low, way down talaga. Tapos natutulog pa siya sa cafeteria daw. Eto, hindi pa kami nag-uusap na from that time on. Siguro mga more than 10 years had passed. Tapos nabalitaan ko, gano'n. So humanga ako sa kanya kasi naging congressman pa siya. Tama ka, in your intro, naging congressman siya. Tapos, hindi na niya tinuloy. Hindi na siya nag-congressman. Tinuloy na lang niya ang pagiging broadcaster. A hard-hitting broadcast journalist at that with ABS-CBN. So, humanga ka sa kanya.
Yes, Sir Willie, that was a very inspiring story, yeah. So meron akong follow-up question dito since you mentioned being a DJ. How do you select your playlist of music that will surely endear you to your listeners, especially during your time?
Sa amin, kasi we were a pop station, it really depends on what kind of a format you have and what kind of listeners you are targeting. Siyempre, the primary means would be through requests. Either by phone, at that time puro phone yon, tapos meron pang easy call noon. Tapos of course letters.
Tama mo,
wala pang mga
Excel com time pa noon. Yes.
At saka yung mga telepono noon parang plancha, di ba?
Yes.
Malalaki.
Pagkalalaki, yes. I remember those times.
That will be the primary source. Pagkatapos you filter that through what kind of target market you're hitting. So more or less, alam mo na kung anong maganda. But of course, pinaka-importante sa lahat, you have to have a good background in music. What do I mean? Para mapili mo kung ano yung magandang kanta na papatok, kailangan alam mo yung mga dati na pumatok noon so that you can apply some songwriting or song music principles or songwriting techniques na makikita mo sa mga kanta. At doon ma-incorporate mo lahat, and then you mesh it, you filter it doon sa mga through yung requests. Pati siyempre yung mga minsan there are some songs that you want to break, some songs. Si Robert, si Yusek, ano yan? He got involved in recording, in promotions, in marketing. He knows. Kaya mas maraming alam yan kaya sa akin tungkol sa music. Pati,
Yes, he told me so. Anyway, having a very good ear, once you hear a song, for the first time, do you recognize if it's going to be a potential hit song?
Yes. Yeah, sometimes instantly, but sometimes you have to hear it again. And sometimes makikita mo na may ginaya tong kantang ito and may chance na to follow in those footsteps. But then, syempre, most of it goes to gut feel talaga. How that song speaks to you individually as a DJ or as a song, how do you call that? Someone who wants to break a record, or someone as a promoter, or someone as just a music lover.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hillbilly Willie, you were the first Pinoy DJ to rap on radio and TV, even before Francis Magalona made it very well. So, paano ka nagra-rap at the same time nagpa-play ng music? Daming nagte-text na dito sample daw ng rap at the same time nagpa-play music. So, kung wala yung music na turntable sa harap mo, sample na lang ng rap. Because you also became a very well-known host behind the boys sa Spin a Win. Mm-hmm.
Yes. In fact, let me tell you a background. Nag-umpisa lahat yun ng mga 1980, ng Rapper's Delight. It became so popular here, and it became a #1 record here in Metro Manila, Rapper's Delight. And a friend of mine, si Dante Trinidad, he's a great collaborator and arranger and composer and producer. He asked me to, kasi he was doing records for other record companies like Alpha and also Black Gold and Vicor. He produced a record for Anchor Records, and in 1981 he made a medley of Rapper's Delight together with Good Times. I got a clip of it. It's a record that I recorded at that time. But immediately after that, I rapped over some records with a beat, which I would intro on the air, on the air while I was on WBL at the time. And then, syempre, dire-diretso na yun, umabot hanggang sa WKC. And then, when halfway through, Jian Yang, your cousin, got me sa Spin a Win.
Yeah.
And at that time, Coca-Cola
behind the scenes.
and then Coca-Cola had a budget for a segment on Spin a Win, and John and I talked, and what came about from that talk was that I would host a DJ contest, a DJ rap contest over Spin a Win on Channel 9 weekly. And that's what happened. So I would invite listeners and viewers to apply or to audition. And then every Sunday there would be 2 or 3 DJs who would rap on the air, and then there would be a panel of judges who would take a winner. And then after 13 weeks, there will be a grand champion. But let me tell you a side story. If you remember Joe DeMango of WTM,
covered him and made him popular. So Magic 89.9. Go ahead.
Here's how it happened. Joe DeMango was a student at AMA, a computer student at AMA, and he was my listener on WKC. And of course, I interview my listeners on the air while they ask for requests. Napansin ko na magaling din siya magsalita at magbitaw ng English. So I invited him to join Spin a Win, the rap contest on Spin a Win on Channel 9 every Sunday afternoon. Siyempre, he was hindi siya masyadong he was reluctant at the first. So I told him, here's what I'll do for you. Anyway, I do this for everyone, for all the contestants. I would write their rap. I would rap their segment, their rap contest, and all they have to do is just rap it on the air. Yes. I would write the rap scripts, and all they have to do is just do it on the air with the idiot board and do it on camera, and then they will be judged. To make a long story short, Roland, that's his real name. I even gave him a name, Rollickin' Roland. He auditioned and he passed. At nanalo siya ng nanalo until he emerged as the grand champion. The grand champion, siya lumabas after 13 weeks. Coke Radio, ang pangalan ng segment na yun, Coca-Cola Radio. It was a rap contest on Spin a Win. So Rollickin' Roland emerged as the champion. So what next? Sabi ko, wala naman kaming opening sa WKC at that time.
Kasi nandyan din sila Rudolph Rivera, si Happy Louie, at si Bible Michael.
Yes, oo. Puno kami at that time. So kaibigan ko naman si Bernie Buenaseda, who used to be one of my DJs sa WBL, and he was now managing WTM. I offered Rollickin' Roland to him. Bernie, kunin mo to. Ito yung champion, baka mapakinabangan mo, magaling to. And then he got him, and then he changed his name to Joe DeMango with Mango Bango. Well, anyway, yung runner-up ng contest na yon, si Ray Consolacion, he became Ray Mambo, now Ray Holiday of Wish FM.
Wow! So marami pala through your efforts, they all became popular, and the radio's career zoomed up. All because of one person, Hillbilly Willie, who gave them who gave them and encouraged them. Okay. Willie, may nagte-text lang. You are the only broadcaster now who have managed at least 4 adjacent FM stations. Now, FM station nowadays would like to broadcast like an AM. So how can any FM station sound like AM? Kumbaga blending. Go ahead, please.
Actually, it doesn't really matter because a lot of FM stations broadcast like AM stations. And a lot of AM stations also broadcast like FM stations. It really doesn't matter. Pareho lang naman yun eh. Ang nagkakaiba lang naman yung frequency, pati yung technology, kasi ang AM sa sa kilohertz. Tapos ang FM naman sa megahertz. Meron pa ring what do you call this, satellite radio. By subscription naman yon. Pero it's on the same level, but it's still radio. Tapos meron din naman podcast, meron din internet radio. Iba lang ang kanilang approach. Pero ang pinag-uusapan naman natin yung content eh. Any content is available on any medium. Oh. For example, ikaw, pwede ka rin maging FM if you like, because there are some, imagine in this in 2016, there are about 1,900 radio stations in the Philippines. That's according to the NTC. Imagine how many have been added since 2016. That's 1,900 stations. 500 of them are AM stations, and 1,400 of them are FM stations. Ganun karami. That's why nagkakahalo-halo minsan yung content nila. There are some AM stations with FM programming, and there are FM stations with AM programming. But here's the key, really. Yung whoever ang pinakamagaling in terms of content, yung knowledgeable, yung magaling mag-relate sa audience, the one who is able, to master technology or gadgets or equipment, and even maximize the use of the internet, yun ang mananalo. That's why radio, like your station, kasi multi-approach kayo. Pwede kayo nasa online, on air, and streaming, and on-site. Pwede rin kayo.
Okay. So, Hillbilly Willie, meron yatang isang fan ka rito, si Ed Madrid, ang president ng Go Sana. Ito yung volunteer group na nagpanalo kay Senator Bongo. Mukhang gustong i-hire ka para sa kanilang pinaplanong station. Where can they get in touch with you daw? Do you have Facebook, YouTube, or even telephone numbers? You can say it on air. I'll let you do that, because one of the things na gusto kitang ma-interview is because alam ko you can lend a helping hand sa ating radio broadcast industry. Go ahead, please.
Anytime. I'd be glad to help in any way I can. I'll give you my number later on. Pero on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook, DJ Hillbilly Willie. That's DJ HILLBILLY or Willie SD Inong. That's Facebook. And on Twitter, it's one on Facebook and Twitter. It's one Hillbilly Willie. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much. That's coming from the veteran. Dahil mong fans we run out of time. Alam mo, panikukwentuhan talaga at masaya. You missed the time passing by. So next time around, pag pwede na sa studio, we will invite you once again. Dahil ang daming nagtatanong dito. So on that note, we would like to thank the one and only Hillbilly Willie. Mabuhay ka!
Thank you very much, Lady Eliza, Yusek, Robert Rivera. It's been a pleasure. This has been Hillbilly Willie. Thank you so much. Cheers and blessings. And always remember, wherever you go, there you are.
Thank you, Sir Hillbilly Willie. Abangan niyo po si Miss Aida Gonzalez sa Buhay Metro. At we'd like to thank Miss Hiyas. Happy birthday to Jam, News Director Alex Calda, Engineer Jeric Barreto, Jenny Burgos, of course, Mr. Edwin Eusebio, Miss Ana Cancino, and Chairman D. Edgar Cabangon. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
On that note, we say mabuhay and God bless